Did you know that nothing you need is impossible for God? He created everything that exists: the sky, the earth, the sea, the stars, time itself, life, and every detail of your being. No matter how bad or unlikely your problem seems, Jesus has the perfect solution for it. Believe, because what looks like the end today may be just the beginning of a new story written by the hands of the Creator. Many times we look around and see no way out. Doors close, paths narrow, strength fades. The mind grows tired, the heart loses hope, and the soul wonders if it's still worth trying. But it's precisely at that moment, when everything seems lost, that God begins to move. He is never late. He never forgets. He simply works in silence, preparing the perfect time to manifest the impossible. God doesn't see things as we do. While we focus on the present, He already sees the outcome. While we panic about what's happening, He's shaping what's coming. He turns tears into testimonies, pain into strength, and apparent defeat into eternal victory. Nothing escapes His control. Think of Abraham, who waited for years for a son when it was biologically impossible. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold as a slave, forgotten in prison, until the day God lifted him to rule over Egypt. Think of Moses, who once fled in fear, but later was called by God to free an entire nation. Think of Daniel, thrown into the lion's den, and yet God shut the lions' mouths. These stories are not ancient tales. They are living reminders that the same God who worked then still works today. He has not changed. His strength is the same, His love is the same, His power is the same. What He did before, He can do again. For me, for you, for anyone who believes. God is not limited by circumstances. He is Lord over time, nature, life, and death. When Jesus walked on earth, He proved this in every miracle. He made the blind see, the lame walk, the deaf hear, and the dead rise again. He never asked if it was difficult. He simply said, "If you believe, you will see the glory of God." Maybe today your miracle isn't physical. Maybe what you need most is peace, rest, or hope. Maybe your heart is tired of waiting, or you're fighting battles that no one else sees. Still, God knows. He hears what you can't even say. He understands the tears that fall in silence. He sees what's hidden inside your soul. God doesn't need much to act. He only needs your faith. Even small, even fragile, even wounded, sincere faith, even the size of a mustard seed, is enough to move mountains. Jesus said so, and He never lies. Maybe time has made you doubt. Maybe the answers haven't come, and discouragement has whispered that God forgot you. But listen carefully. God forgets no one. He knows every prayer whispered through tears, every silent request, every sigh of pain. He keeps it all and turns it all into purpose. Nothing is wasted in His hands. What looks like delay today will reveal itself as preparation tomorrow. What looks like loss will soon be understood as protection. What looks like confusion will become clarity. Because God doesn't act to confuse us. He acts to guide us. There are seasons when He teaches us to wait. Waiting is not punishment, it's growth. It's in waiting that we learn to trust, to quiet anxiety, and to strengthen our spirit. It's in waiting that we stop looking at the storm and start looking at the sky. Faith is not a passing feeling, it's a daily choice. Believing doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means deciding it won't be the end. Faith is walking even when you can't see the whole path, trusting that God is guiding every step. You may be walking through a desert right now, but remember, even deserts have an end. The people of Israel walked for 40 years, yet God never abandoned them. He sent manna from heaven, brought water from a rock, and led them with a pillar of fire. The same God is leading you today. There are moments that bring us to our knees, and that's good. It's on our knees that we're closest to the ground, and it's from the ground that the strongest roots grow. It's also on our knees that we speak directly to heaven, Pray even when you have no strength. Talk to God even through tears. No prayer is wasted, no tear is unseen. Every word spoken in faith reaches the heart of the Father. And when the right time comes, he answers so perfectly that no human explanation can describe it. God has not forgotten you. He hasn't abandoned you. He's working even when everything seems still. Sometimes he calms the storm. Other times, he calms your heart so you can walk through the storm in peace. Believe something is being prepared behind the silence. Promises remain unfulfilled because God is aligning time, people, and places. What he has for you cannot be taken, delayed, or lost. Don't let fear convince you it's too late. For God, it's never too late. Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days when Jesus arrived, yet even death had to bow. The impossible is the stage for God's miracles. When you believe, heaven moves. When you trust, the invisible begins to happen. Faith opens doors that logic never could. Faith is the language heaven understands. Maybe people don't understand your journey. Maybe some even mock your faith. But keep believing. Those who trust in God are always surprised by his faithfulness. And when your miracle happens, everyone will see that it wasn't luck or chance or coincidence. It was God. Every trial has a purpose. Every tear carries eternal weight. Everything you go through today will one day be used by God to heal and inspire others. No pain is wasted when placed in his hands. When you look back, you'll realize that every stage, no matter how painful, brought you here. And if God has sustained you until now, he will not let you fall. He began a good work in you, and the Bible says he is faithful to complete it. Tomorrow belongs to God. The future rests in his hands, and he has never failed. There is no sickness, lack, loneliness, or fear that the love of Christ cannot transform. So take a deep breath. Give him your anxiety, your worries, your fear. Say quietly, Lord, I trust you. And when you say that, feel the peace that surpasses all understanding fill your heart. That peace is proof that God is working, even if you can't see it yet. Life has seasons. There's a time to plant and a time to harvest. If now is a time of tears, know that joy is coming. God's promises never fail. They may take time, but they always come true. Keep walking, keep praying, keep believing. Even if the wind blows hard, even if the waves rise high, Jesus is in the boat, and as long as he's there, you will not sink. The power of God doesn't depend on your strength. It depends on your surrender. When you say, Lord, I can't, he answers, I can. He doesn't need much, only a heart willing to believe. Believe this, a new beginning is being written for you. What today feels like pain will one day be your testimony. What today feels like a battle will soon be your victory. And when that day comes, you'll see that every tear was worth it because God turned it all into blessing. Nothing is impossible for him. No dream is too big, no cause too lost, no life too broken. When God steps in, the impossible bows. So keep your faith, even if it's small. Stay strong, even when tired, because the one who promised is faithful, and at the right time, you will see the impossible happen before your eyes. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He still heals, still restores, still resurrects what seemed dead. He still opens doors where there are no walls. He still fulfills promises that seemed forgotten. And when the impossible happens, remember to give thanks. Gratitude is the perfume that rises to heaven and touches God's heart. Give thanks even before the miracle, because true faith thanks before it sees.